Hello and welcome, Taurus, to your Halloween Samhain messages. Keep in mind that this is collective in general, so receive only what aligns, release anything that doesn't align with you. You are the conscious creator creating your timeline, so there might be messages in here that empower you. Those are the messages maybe to take forth, for creating your timeline. And again, anything that doesn't align, just let it go. Okay, I am going to have an extended for these messages. But let's go ahead and get into it. Thank you so much for being here. All right, so for my Taurus viewers, highest and best messages. What do my Taurus viewers have to look forward to for this Halloween Samhain holiday this year? Four of Wands. Okay, I love that this came out. Okay, the Four of Wands here is saying that you're enjoying the building. You're enjoying the learning process with what you're creating, what you're building, and who you're creating and building with. If you see there, it's like, yeah, those wands there are not necessarily set, in a way where you can build a solid foundation just yet, but there is the joy in the experience of figuring it out, okay? Of creating the doorway, the timeline that you most enjoy. Okay, with the Four of Wands, it could be you have a relationship that you're creating or building to look forward to. You have a party or celebration that you're looking forward to. Some of you, it is simply decorating for Halloween brings you a lot of joy with the Four of Wands. Some of you, you're looking at the next step in your relationship. If you are already in a connection here, you're looking at what the next step is, okay? Some of you are looking forward to, seeing your nieces and your nephews, or, in spending those wonderful times with your children if you do have a family here. But the main message is you're enjoying the creative process, okay? And you're releasing perfectionism, even though you can see like the two wands that, she has set there are pretty straight, right? They're pretty good, but obviously, those other two could use a little bit of work. Okay, but there's this sense of like, I'm seeing you like whistling and maybe just a lightness in your step. There again is a release of perfectionism. There's a release of pressure or tension, is what I'm sensing here. So let's see, what else does Taurus have to look forward to? Okay, for October Samhain this year, what does Taurus have to look forward to? A release of a major burden, okay? With the Ten of Wands, and we'll dive deeper into this in the extended, but it could be that someone helps you out here, okay? Let's say you do have a party and, it's a lot of work. Someone comes in here and helps you out. But the Ten of Wands is taking on responsibilities sometimes that are not yours, which makes your traveling and navigation of your timeline more difficult, or maybe it makes it more difficult for you to elevate to your highest timeline because you're holding on to the energies of others. But there's some burden that you are setting down, you are releasing here with the Ten of Wands. You could also be seeing something quite clearly, Taurus, and it just makes it easier to let it go, okay, with that Ten of Wands energy. Someone might be doing a burning ceremony as well to do a release of emotional energy, okay? That's something else that I'm seeing because we do have that, that fire there in the background. Yeah, some of you could be wanting to have like a bonfire and, it's just you're releasing old energy. So maybe it's like, if you were holding on to old love letters from exes or something like that, like you're noticing how certain things in your experience, your environment, were holding you down or like weighing you down. And so you're like, I don't need that. So, you're kind of doing a burning or releasing ceremony is what I'm sensing with that Ten of Wands as well, which feels like a great relief, a great release. It could also be that the universe is working out in your favor here. You've been aligning with that intention, you've been aligning with that belief, and it's like, someone kind of takes a burden off of your shoulders here with that Ten of Wands. Maybe you've been overextending yourself, or it's almost like those that are meant to help you with certain areas or certain things in your life are stepping up and doing that. Let's see, what else here? Some of you too, it's like you're just looking forward to clearing out old energy, clearing out old items, and having a fresh new energy, a fresh new space. I'm getting before, you know, before the winter time, okay? So instead of spring cleaning, it's autumn cleaning for you, and that just feels good to have. Maybe you rearrange your furniture, again, like get rid of items that don't remind you of good times, clear out old energies, create space for what you want to create, for the new energies you're inviting in. Let's see what else. What else does Taurus have to look forward to? 10 of Cups. Love it. Look at that. Once you release that 10 of Wands, here's the 10 of Cups. Okay, look at that beautiful 10 of Cups. That is your highest timeline, feeling your highest timeline, having experiences that are highest timeline. I describe the 10 of Cups, you know, as like spending time with those you love, looking around and everything feels perfect, right? It feels perfect. Maybe it doesn't look perfect, but it feels perfect. And this 10 of Wands, big release, has a lot to do with that, okay? I just feel so much happiness. Okay, let's see. What else does Taurus have to look forward to for Halloween, for Samhain? What does Taurus have to look forward to? 10 of Pentacles. Look at that. Oh my gosh. 4 of Wands, 10 of Pentacles. Something for your future is coming together in a brilliant way, and it's making you very happy. You know, perhaps it's a lot of harmony with your family. For some of you, it could be maybe you've been in the process of looking for a new place, like to live, okay, or move to, and you're finding that, okay, with the 10 of Pentacles, but that represents your legacy, your family. It could be like you're finally reaching, you know, some sort of goal that you wanted to reach for your future. For some of you, it is. It's making a commitment, moving things forward with the 10 of Pentacles, 4 of Wands. Maybe some of you felt like everything has to be perfect before I move this relationship forward, and you're letting that go. Okay, you're letting that go here. Some of you, it's like you're introducing someone to your family. They're introducing their family to you. Family parties, family get-togethers, costume parties. But you're feeling abundant. You're feeling secure. You're feeling safe in your future. You're trusting in the process of kind of what is unfolding. And look, you have your 10 of Cups and your 10 of Pentacles. You're aligning with your highest timeline. You're creating and aligning with your highest timeline. Okay, wonderful. Let's see. I feel so much warmth and love around you, Taurus, okay, and within you. So let's see. So for Taurus viewers, highest and best messages here. What does Taurus have to look forward to for Halloween? Samhain. 8 of Wands. Communication. Okay. So maybe there's some sort of communication or alignment with the universe that helps you release a significant burden here. Okay, because this could have to do with your intentions around the full moon. We just had the full moon eclipse, right, in Taurus. So this could have to do, there's a lot of momentum and a lot of power and energy built around that with the 8 of Wands. You receive maybe some sort of communication that helps you put down a burden. But all these bats are like your little minions, bringing, you know, the pieces, putting the pieces into place there with the 8 of Wands. Then we have the 3 of Cups with the 10 of Cups, celebration. Okay, celebration, joy. And this is really funny, particularly in this card, because the description of this card is just like, let them be weird and enjoy their lives and what they're doing. And so I feel like there might be something that you want to do that maybe society thinks is weird, right? Maybe it's geeky or nerdy, or maybe it doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't matter that, you know, I feel like you're doing something that makes you incredibly happy, okay? And I feel like it makes your ancestors happy here too. Some of you, it's some sort of ritual, okay? And your average person kind of observing a manifestation ritual or ritual to connect with your ancestors, you know, may think that's quite bizarre, right? But that's what I'm getting. Like, there's something like unique, something specific to you that brings you a lot of joy that, you know, other people don't understand, and that's fine, because there's a lot of celebration and happiness here, okay, is what I'm getting with the 3 of Cups. you have two cards of well, three cards really of celebration. I mean, there's a lot of stability and support and happiness around you. So, you know, there's much to celebrate and, you know, cheers to is what I'm hearing. I'm getting too that, you know, your manifestations, your intention work, you know, is paying off here with that 10 of Cups as well. And remember, anything that you manifest within, you know, with your intention matters, right? And that is what will return to you, and that's kind of what I'm seeing here. But there is this celebration. There is the power of 3. But there's an experience that is authentic to you. Like I said, that other people might not understand. But it's authentic to you. It brings you happiness, okay? Celebration. I feel like it brings other people happiness and celebration too. And you're letting your freak flag fly is what I just heard, okay? So whatever that may be, you know, you're being authentic and true to yourself, and you don't really care what, you know, other people think, which is great, right? Love it. Okay. And then we have the Emperor energy. Okay, so leadership, you know, others are looking up to you here. You're feeling empowered, you're feeling happy. Again, it's like those that are celebrating with you, those that are happy for you, for what you're creating, for being on your highest timeline, you know, they're going to celebrate with you. They're not going to sit there and try to sabotage your happiness. Now, something might have tried, right? But you see those flying monkeys, they're tied to the trees, so they can't affect maybe one cup. You know, there was one cup here that spilled over, but, you know, you are doing what makes you happy, and those that truly align with you, you know, because it's healthy for you, it's your highest timeline is what's coming through here, right? It feels very high vibrational. Are celebrating with you, are encouraging you. You know, your ancestors here are encouraging you and celebrating with you. But also with this 8 of Wands, I feel like it's like once you make a decision to release this 10 of Wands, it moves quite quickly. That momentum picks up. You're feeling very magical and almost magician-like is what I'm sensing here. Or very witchy, you know, you're feeling very magical, okay, around Samhain, around, you know, Halloween. But again, this Emperor energy is you, you know, in leadership, you stepping forward here. For some of you, it could be you attracting in an Emperor energy. But it's you kind of just taking charge, you know, taking the lead. Taking charge of your happiness, okay? Your vibration. And if you see, there's like, you know, some of you might have been like waiting on other people to step up. Or you might have been like taking other people's, instead of listening to yourself, you've been listening to other people, okay? And I'm kind of getting the sense of like other people might have really influenced your decisions in the past in a way that maybe honored them, but it didn't really honor you. And now it's like that has changed. Now you are the one who, you know, you're the one who's listening to yourself rather than, you know, these other energies that maybe have mixed intentions, right? Or selfish intentions. But you're finding your power and your direction and your strength within yourself. And these other people are like, you know, I know in this card it's depicted as children, right? But the other people around you might think you've gone a bit mad. Like they might be like, what? Like, who is this person? Because you've changed, you've evolved, you've grown. The 4 of Wands represents that, you know, that up-leveling as well. So it's like you're no longer listening to those that perhaps were lower vibrational or didn't have the experiences that you've had, or maybe didn't have the best aligned intentions for you is what I'm hearing. Maybe they're more immature energies. Like the way that I'm being shown in this card, like these I know are children in this card, but I'm seeing it as like adults that have behaved immaturely, okay? That maybe you used to look up to, but now you realize that you are the Emperor, okay? So it's kind of a turning of the tables there. and you have your direction here, and you're listening to your, your intuition and your instincts, and you're creating, some order here, and balance with that Emperor energy. And I feel like for some of you, you could have a dog or a cat that is like a guide for you as well. So it's like most of the energies here, including the universe, is supportive for what you're creating and building for your relationship or for this highest timeline. But there are a few energies that were lower frequency, or perhaps, triggered by you coming into your power, by you not really wanting to listen to their opinions anymore, by you authentically, being yourself. And it's you, again, coming into this power. So I feel like most of like this, you have most of the support. There's just a few energies here that are a little sabotaging, but I don't think that's stopping you. I think you're quite determined here. Or if it's someone else, they're very determined to reach you. They're not letting those energies sabotage this happiness or this future. Okay. So we'll dive deeper into that, when we get into the extended. All right, bottom of the deck, I was just guided to show you this. You have spider. Now the spider actually represents protection and creation, creating, with your intentions. For a spider to create a web, that is a lot of energy, focus, time. And oftentimes spiders' webs get destroyed, right? That does happen. But those spiders are determined, and, they create those webs again. So, to me, there's this sense of you creating what is important to you and you overcoming obstacles, but also having the spiritual protection around you here. Okay. Beautiful. Let's go ahead and get a message for love and relationships. I'm going a little bit over here for you, Taurus. Let's get a message for love and relationships. What does Taurus have to look forward to for love and relationships for Halloween, Samhain? We have the Four of Swords. I'm sorry, Taurus, but this is what is coming through. It's like you are looking forward to people closing their mouths. You are looking forward to enjoying your time. You're looking forward to peace. You're looking forward to resting, recharging, okay, with that Four of Swords energy. You're looking forward to healing and nurturing times. For some of you, you might be taking like space from all the chatter, all the communication, or maybe like there's a lot of invitations just to like meditate and connect with who you want to connect with, because I feel like there are a lot of energies perhaps wanting to connect with you. It could be you creating space to connect with, a love interest that you most want to connect with here. But you're looking forward to people minding their business and just letting you live your life is a big message that's coming through there. And I did see an X energy with the Queen of Swords. So you are standing up for yourself. You are speaking up for yourself. You're not afraid to clear out or block any energies or communication with people that are trying to cause, any sort of drama, because I feel like you really are looking forward to celebrating. You're looking forward to building this high, your highest timeline here. Some of you, if you're not currently with someone, it's like you want to take the space and time to intuitively connect with that person. Because I get the sense of like this 10 of Wands with the 8 of Wands, is you kind of prioritizing what is important to you and releasing, that which is just kind of distracting you to focus on what you truly desire. and then taking that lead and moving forward. And some of you, it's like, I just want to have peace and quiet, you know, with my loved one. You know, I just want to have a, you know, harmonious, peaceful time with one person in general. Or one person specifically, excuse me. All right, so let's see. What does this love interest desire, okay, to share with Taurus viewers? Highest and best messages. Let me hold you. Okay, so you and this person, you just want to be close with each other. Number 7. Number 7s have been coming out very strong, and 7 can represent, you know, it can represent resistance or overcoming obstacles, you know, and I see that you are doing that, but it's more so releasing that scattered energy or being pulled in different directions by other people's wants and needs and choosing your own. Okay, but yeah, I feel like you just want to be in the arms or be with the person that, you know, you truly want to spend time with here. So this person wants to hold you, you know, you want to hold them. That's kind of the energy that's coming through. We'll dive deeper into that. I have many of love messages. I have the, let's see here, the Divine Masculine Revelations. I have the Journey of Love, the Love Oracle, also the Love Language, looking into like the dating energy. So many other messages that we'll dive into. But it feels like you're going after what it is that you desire. You're not letting distractions hold you back. It looks like, from what I'm seeing here, this energy is mutual with this person that wants to also spend time with you. You know, even if it's like you both have, you know, separate things that you need to, you know, focus on, like maybe, you know, family or parties or certain things, but it's like you come together, you know, at the end of the night, or you choose to say no to those invitations and just spend time together. Or, you know, you invite each other to those events. You know, it's kind of that sense of, yeah, you know, there might be work or there might be certain obligations, but, you know, you're magnetized back to each other. Okay, let's go ahead and get a Halloween oracle here for Taurus. Highest and best messages for Taurus to have the best Halloween, the best Samhain this year. Oh my gosh, we went way over, Taurus. I gotta set a timer or something. Okay, we have the eternal cycle begins here. We have the death energy coming through with the moth. So what I'm sensing, this is transformation. You're looking forward to transformation. You're looking forward to release. You're looking forward to relief. Now, what you're releasing was like, it was very burdensome. Maybe it was responsibilities, again, like people pleasing, things like that. We'll dive deeper into this, but it's not a matter of so much as obstacles to overcome to come together with this person or to create this timeline. It's releasing what doesn't serve you anymore, right? That was distracting or making your attention go in multiple different directions. It's releasing energies and prioritizing your happiness first. Okay, and there is this transformation. There is this release of the past you that accommodated everybody, the past you that wanted to make everybody happy and jump through all these hoops and, you know, be self-sacrificing to maybe even energies and people that didn't appreciate it or were on a lower timeline than you and were maybe just like holding you on that lower timeline. But there is this incredible transformation that is happening here, and the message and the guidance is release, is transformation, to allow things to transform, to allow yourself to release that which is no longer serving your highest and greatest good. Some of you too, you're thinking like, you know, you're thinking about what is most important to you and how, you know, you want to live your life moving forward. And do you want to live your life for other people and be burdened and, you know, feel stressed out and not have time and space for your joy or your happiness and what's important to you? you know, or is you're looking at like, you know, a priority shift of making those changes and aligning with your highest timeline, aligning with your best life, your best partner. That's what I'm sensing. Let's see what the bottom of the deck is. Authenticity. Yeah. You're releasing a false self. Okay. The death card is transformation, release of old energies. You're releasing a false self. And you're becoming more embodied authentically in who you are, spiritually, in who you are, presently, in who you are growing into. Okay. In that becoming energy. So many of you felt like you had to almost be like a social chameleon. You had to be all these different things in order to make these other people happy or be accepted or be loved or appreciated, right? But you're releasing that. For some of you too, you know, you could have visitors, because this kind of reminds me of like a ghostly figure. You could have visitors from, you know, loved ones, okay, that have crossed over, could be visiting you around Halloween, Samhain. That's, you know, pretty natural and normal for that to happen at that time. It could be animals, they could be, you know, loved ones on the other side, basically. And so many of you are also tapping in more with your soul as well around Samhain, around Halloween. Some of you are activating mediumship gifts, if that's what you choose. If that's with your free will choice, that's what you choose. Your mediumship gifts could become very strong or even more online than before. And so embrace that power, embrace your gifts, right? And be authentically who you are, okay? And, you know, it says invisibility, like this invisibility cloak. Some of you are going to be astral traveling as well, okay, or having some very interesting dreams or experiences. But the other message that I'm getting is like, you know, other people, once you really embrace who you are authentically, you know, and that was the message today on my Instagram. You might become invisible to other people, but that's actually okay, because that means that they're not vibrating at, you know, your vibration, or they're not part of your highest timeline. You know, they have their own lessons and their own timeline to unfold and to build, right? But to those that are your soul tribe, to those that do align with you, to those that do celebrate with you and love your quirky self and love all of who you are, love you unconditionally, you're going to be a brilliant light to them, okay? They're going to love and appreciate you and celebrate you. Not just your light, but your shadow too, all of you. Let's see what's underneath that. Dawn, the light after the darkness. Yep. Look at that. Beautiful. The light after the darkness. So after a difficult time, you know, after all that burden, after you release that, there is the light. There is joy. There's happiness. There's expansion. I feel more freedom just to move differently, to just be who you are and choose what brings you happiness and live your life authentically in a way that is your best life. Okay? All right. I'm going to end the messages for this first video here. I already went way over. So if you're leaving me here, receive only what aligns, only what empowers you, release anything that doesn't, right? Remember, you create your timeline, okay? And if you're leaving me here, thank you so much. Have a beautiful Halloween, Samhain. Enjoy your experience, okay? Make it the best one. Thank you so much for being here. For those of you that are going to be joining me in the extended, we're going to get deeper into these tarot cards, these oracles, further into these messages, and then into this love energy as well. I have many different decks to dive deeper into, you know, your love and relationships here. Okay, so if you're interested, the link to my Patreon extended videos only is in the description box below. So do check that out, and I will see you there. Everyone have a happy and safe Halloween. Thank you for joining me, and I will see you soon.